G'day, welcome back to Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips. This person's doing a DoorDash delivery to an apartment complex. Lucky for them, all they've been asked to do is just leave it in the lobby and they'll come grab it in a moment. Anyway, while she's doing this, the security guard down here is a bit of a nuisance about her doing this.
No, I delivered it. It's right here. I'm gonna get my money because I delivered the food. He here.
Take it over there.
Wherever he is, he's somewhere in this building, and that's not my problem, sir.
What is your problem? Your problem is to leave it
My
here.
job is to just deliver the food to this building.
To Samuel.
To the building.
No, not to the building.
Samuel's here.
No,
Wherever
he isn't
Samuel
here.
is,
He
he can come and get his food from the lobby.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. The guy's not here.
How you know that? How do you know he's not here?
Job.
How am I not doing my job?
Get in touch with Samuel.
Samuel knows his food is down here, so he go come get it when he come and get it. Thank you, sir.
No,
if you throw his food out, he'll know, because I'm gonna send him this video too. So if he finds out that his food is outside, then that means are you Samuel, sir? Yeah, he's trying to throw your food outside. I'm trying to leave your food right here so that you can get your food, and he's telling me he gonna throw it outside if I leave it right here. I'm not doing nothing but just delivering your DoorDash, sir. No, you just told me Samuel wasn't here and that you was gonna throw his food out. Okay, but I told you I was gonna leave his food here and that I was going to leave. And you said you was gonna throw his food outside. It doesn't matter. That don't matter. Leave. That's your food, sir. Thank you so much.
It's always funny seeing the reactions of people who really have their hands in the shit. Because it's like the moment that the person who came down, who's actually ordered that DoorDash, the guy who's been doing all this arguing all this entire time is just like, nope, go away, shoo, don't continue recording this. It's funny just trying to watch them try and make up for everything they just quite literally did. This guy's looking for his pet squirrel and the neighbor comes around to harass them about it.
Okay, so tell me why. Why do you have a pet squirrel?
Because I rescued her.
Is this even legal?
Having a pet squirrel?
Yeah.
Are you going to report me for having a squirrel?
Yeah, I can actually.
What do you... Please, get out of here. What
Isn't that... Okay, let me
you
ask
joking?
you something.
I'm looking for my squirrel.
Let me ask you something.
It's like having a dog.
How is that even right for the squirrel? Squirrels should be living out in the nature, picking off peanuts. Are you recording this?
I'll call the cops.
Okay.
Let's
Go ahead. Call the cops. Have fun with that.
From my understanding, depending on the state, it is legal to have a pet squirrel as long as you go through the right methods, I assume anyway. It's just one of those things where you must be living a really, really sad life if you're going to report someone or call the police on someone because they have a pet squirrel. Here we have a Karen at McDonald's who's waiting for their order and decides to call someone illegal, ask if they're illegal. Here's the clip.
Say it again! This Karen, she thinks she's gonna cover her face. What were you gonna say?
You're a
What'd
bitch.
you say?
Are you illegal?
I'm illegal?
Are you illegal?
That is none of your business and none of your concern.
Yeah, it is. I pay taxes.
That doesn't mean shit. What does that have to do here? That's a mobile order and I picked up a mobile order. And what? How do you know I'm illegal? What? Okay, so then be quiet. Don't ask that question. You're very racist. That is racist. You're a Karen. You're a Karen. Don't ever do that again. I hope you get your karma.
Cheryl, I'm your number 3. Yeah, because
Shut up. Shut up. And you just call me an illegal. Go home. Go home. Get your license plate.
I swear, ever since Trump's been successful at doing what he does, which is crazy by the way, it just has empowered all these type of people to just be a lot more racist than what they used to be, and that's just what this is. Calling someone and asking if someone is illegal, that is just racism to a T. You're going off of their race, what they look like, or how they sound, and you're assuming that they're illegal because of those attributes. That's just racism as a nutshell. You can't go, oh, of course you're going to go racism, of course, in your car there. No, that's racism. That's straight up what it is. There's no ambiguity about it. That's just racism, buddy. It's crazy. This guy working at UPS comes to the end of his shift, and when he goes to clock off, he gets told by his boss that he's fired. So he does what the best person does in the situation, is I say, screw it, if I'm fired then, I'm airing it all out, baby.
Fired from the UPS store by this cuck loser, coward, cuck loser, won't even fire me at the beginning of my shift, waits till the end of my shift. Here he is, Darren the cuck loser from 1892, who's a loser, who doesn't know shit about running a business, and he's gonna let an alcoholic fat named Joe fire somebody with 10 years of experience because he complained that Joe won't train my coworkers, and Joe put on the radio, and Joe drinks next door and won't tell shit to my coworkers because he's a cuck loser coward, just like Darren, the cuck loser coward loser.
Man, it's just like, you know what? The inner thoughts, you can win this time round. I'm going to air it all out. And you just see at the end of the satisfaction, like, cool, I've done what I need to do. Anyway, I'm going, bye. Oh, boy.
The person behind the camera here wants to get a refund for their pizza because apparently it's nasty, stale, and old, and all the other descriptions along those lines. But this Little Caesars refuses to give them a refund. Have a look at this.
I don't want nothing. I want my money back.
No, I'm not doing nothing.
Why are you not giving my money back for this old ass, nasty ass pizza?
I can make you another pizza, or you can come back in the morning.
Then you can make me another pizza, I guess.
He just said he ain't authorized to do it. Y'all don't listen.
Oh, the manager ain't authorized to do it.
No, I'm not.
I didn't ask you. I said the manager. Why you sit here yelling? We listened it very well. We hear that you said, I asked you to remake the pizza. Well, he can't give me my money back and I'm not coming back.
She just wants the...
It cannot be refunded unless you come back in the morning.
I don't understand why, but okay. Just a cheese.
No, it's not an online. They ordered in the office.
This is bullshit. Look, let's see it. Nasty ass, old ass pizza they trying to give to somebody and they can't even give a refund.
Is it just me, or when she showed the cheese pizza that looked perfectly fine and dandy, like there wasn't really much wrong with it? I do agree that, yeah, I don't get why they're so hesitant to give a refund here. I do understand that they're most likely a franchise and they do run on very thin margins in the first place, but sometimes it's not worth the hassle to deal with just people like this. That pizza did look perfectly fine. If she's giving you the entire thing back with no problems other than that, then I don't know. It's a bit of a tough one there, but it's just insane that this is how people act sometimes. Like, that pizza, as I said, looked perfectly normal to me. It might not have been. I don't know. Moving on.
First one here is we have a person trying to kick a door down, making the people doing the graveyard shift suffer a little.
No,
Olivia, move back.
Stop. No, he's holding the door. It's fine. Dude, that's damage to property. You should go. Go. Can you go get the phone? Can you go get the phone? The phone? Yes. You're touching property.
There was a large.
It's not gonna do anything.
Well, that clip ended fast, and is that just me, or was there sirens could be heard right at the end of that? I hope it was, and I hope she got caught, because whoopsie daisy. I find it funny how the jaw just didn't break despite how hard that person clearly was kicking it. It's like either they've dealt with this before and have had to reinforce the glass, or she is just weak.
These guys are out in Hilton and Austin. They've brought their dog with them to the hotel, which is fine to this hotel staff. They can have their dog in their hotel room. Anyway, this fine night, they decide they'll go out for a night in the town and have a bit of fun. It turns out they've left their dog behind, and you know what happens to a dog when they get left behind? They're a bit noisy in a place they're not familiar with. And so, eventually, after multiple attempts to make contact with the people who are in that room for the night, the Hilton decides to just outright kick them out. Here's the clip.
I was not allowed to do not. And nobody has used a cuss word.
Yes, Hilton Hotel.
Do not put your arms on me, because that will get me upset now.
I understand. Listen.
500.
We paid to use it. We're taking our dogs outside.
But
we got back from a night out.
Since you're the only one, hold on, wait, let me talk.
This is it's over.
With Sense here, and he's
I have two
unruly.
guests here that we went
You
home
saying that
from
we
the hotel.
cuss around how your ones use the cuss word? I said, what's the premise of pet friendly? They locked us out of our room because they were barking.
Let me talk
it's a pet friendly hotel.
We stayed here last night.
They're up here. You hear them arguing in the lobby? They're arguing in the lobby, making a scene right now. And we have other guests here at the hotel, and we want them removed from the hotel.
We know our dogs only bark whenever they're ready to go outside and use the restroom. We were out having drinks. So we said
the
we're going to come
manager
back and
and now security.
We know that we didn't answer the phone because the music is loud. So I didn't hear the phone. But when we came back and she explained that to me, I said,
they have dogs here that were disturbing the floor, and they were unable to get in contact with them, and they were upset that
that's not going to stop the dogs from barking.
I understand. You do understand.
So it was a hotel policy we were explaining to them.
But we've had,
I was here this morning.
And no one has told us anything.
I don't know what
Even when
happened.
we came back, we did not know that.
And I apologize if nobody told you, but it has been
Not
complaints.
physically,
We have
but
to move
verbally.
people.
Comments on the original TikTok were very mixed, to say the least, on how people reacted to this. And whilst the person who posted this clip assures everyone that their dog is a well-behaved, well-trained dog, I think it's really as simple as this. You've left your dog in a place that is extremely unfamiliar to it. You've left it on its own. It has no idea when you're going to come back, and it has no way to exactly tell when you're going to come back. It's probably heard multiple noises occur outside of the door of the hotel room, and so is barking at that, either because it's excited that you might be about to open the door and arrive back in the hotel room, or because it's not familiar with the other noises that are occurring there, so it's barking like a lot of dogs would in that type of instance. I'm sorry, if you've taken your dog with you to a hotel and then you go out for a night on the town and not take your dog with you, that is just stupid. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel about that. That is extremely irresponsible because your dog's in a place where it's not familiar. If you've brought it along with you, you should bring it along with you if your journey throughout the town, so at least the dog isn't going to get distressed or have a bit of a panic or just be completely confused on the environment that it's not used to. Because no matter how well trained a dog is, if you put it in a situation that it has no idea what to do about it, it's probably going to result to its normal actions of barking and making noises. And if the hotel did make multiple attempts to make contact with you before they decided to go for the drastic measures, then unfortunately for you, they kind of did what they're supposed to do. If you failed to acknowledge them attempting to contact you and you come back and your door's been locked because you're now being kicked out, then that just is what it is. You've made that mistake. I'm sorry, but I don't really have much sympathy here because you've brought your dog along with you and then left it in the hotel room while you had the time of your life that night. Like, it's just as simple as that, man. So this guy was caught double parking in his neighbor's driveway in the neighbor's yard. I'm not 100% sure of the precise location. Either way, he's double parked, not good. So this guy goes to confront him, and let's just say his reaction is spicy.
You're double parked right now. You're breaking. Oh no, hey Bobby, it passed. But Bobby, take your shells off my property. You see your shells? You have 1 hour to take your shells and plants off my property. You're ugly, but you have 1 hour to take your shells and plants off my property. See your shells? See your shells? You'll be moving your shells. Hey Bobby, you look upset. Hi. Those shells will be moved in 1 hour. Hey Bob, you're double parked. But you're double parked. You're double parked, Bob. Hey, Bob. You're double parked right now, Bob.
You know what? You know how to bust you right in the fucking
Hey, Bob, you're double parked.
Go yourself.
Oh, you're allowed to double. You're breaking the rules.
You better quit talking to you. Talk to my wife like that again, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Okay, you're breaking the rules.
There's got to be some form of history between these guys. Like, this has got to be something more than just heat of the moment. He's extremely angry for some dumb reason. There's got to be some history. No way he'd be this enraged over something so minimal. Surely. I know the world. That's definitely possible. And I hate to think about that possibility, you know? Here we have someone getting involved in an argument in the drive-thru with one of the workers, where the workers kind of crack under the pressure and starts going off with the customer. What happened before this, we're not 100% sure. We could probably piece the story together based upon what is said after, but you know, it's very interesting. Here's the clip.
I get nothing because of what?
Because you're being disrespectful.
I haven't said anything to you guys, but you were talking to us disrespectfully. And this is all being recorded right now. So you
It can be recorded. This is
I know.
recorded in my drive-thru. Now go.
This is not your drive-thru. We didn't do anything. I'm surely gonna post this on TikTok. We can know about Taco Bell. This is Taco Bell in Erlanger.
This ain't Erlanger, boy.
What is this?
Florida.
Dixie Highway, y'all. I know I live here, babes. And I also live in LA. Don't do too much, because you can get sued. So who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
You
Now
aren't,
go.
because I'm a customer. I haven't done anything to you, and I'm not moving out of this line.
I'm not. You're not a customer because you're not getting nothing in my drive-thru. Now go.
I'm what? Oh yeah, who do we need to speak to? What's your corporate?
1-800, get the out of my drive-thru.
Oh yeah, she's very disrespectful. Y'all hear this on here? I don't know her name, but we are at Taco Bell in Dixie. You guys heard how it started off, how they were talking to the customers. Now they said they can't serve us, and we made it here before the time.
You're being disrespectful to my manager.
I haven't. I was asking who they were talking to.
You're being disrespectful. I don't have to put up
It's
with
been
it.
recorded. It has
You
not been
no
disrespectful.
longer require your services.
So,
Goodbye.
ma'am, am I able to purchase my meal? Because I haven't done anything.
You apologize, I'll give you your food.
Ma'am, I'm not trying to be rude, but what am I apologizing for?
Your mouth. I heard what you said about my sister-in-law and my manager.
Ma'am, you just cussed at me. I haven't cussed at you. I haven't said anything about...
Okay, you're right. I apologize for my part. I apologize.
Yeah, I haven't cussed. I haven't disrespected. I just asked who they were talking to because I'm a customer. You feel me? It wasn't nothing.
I apologize. I was rude.
So I just ran all... I rushed
What
all...
you're talking about is when you turned to your friend and said, well, they're just being rude.
Yeah, that's a statement that
Okay,
you guys were being rude.
I was asking a question, and that's when you started doing
but ma'am, you gotta realize, was that correct to come at somebody, a customer cussing?
And I'm yelling at him and in here as well. What you're not understanding is what I'm doing in here.
I do understand that, but y'all just let that go on for about 2 minutes on this video that I have. I'm not trying to be...
Delete the video, please.
Ma'am...
I asked you nicely. I'm not...
Wait, hold on. Ma'am,
What are with these people who just sit there going like, oh, it's all being recorded, what you've done, it's all being recorded, yet we cut in at but that ends up being at the start, and we cut in when someone else does something wrong, but not the person behind the camera, as well as there's some clear thing that there was a bit of context prior to this entire clip here that is just choosing to not be there. Anyhow, from the story that can be pieced together with this clip itself, it seems like the manager and someone else was talking amongst themselves in the background, potentially about the customer, potentially about someone else. Either way, the customer decided to take that as some form of offense and discuss with their friend, like, man, these guys are being really, really rude. And it all seems apparently to have gone from there. Again, we don't know what happened prior to the clip because, you know, the Karen who claims to have been recording the entire thing has only really uploaded everything that happened after the worker started going off, nothing that happened beforehand, which is par for the course. They usually cut out the parts that might make them look bad, even though it also might not at the same time if what has been said is true, so... yeah. Gotta love these recordings that are like, oh yeah, I've been recording the whole thing, but I'm only going to post part of it to make me look good. Here we have, in my opinion, a very bizarre situation. Basically, so Hawaiian culture, Samoan culture, Pacific Islander culture as a whole, honestly, has this little thing with graduations where they have these flower necklaces, aka called leis, and it's just a thing they wear on graduation days. But here, this school here wasn't exactly happy with letting this one student do that and caused a whole plethora of issues here, which culminated into this clip here. I'll talk a little bit more about it after the clip. Here's a clip.
We watch it every year.
Okay. So then on the webinar,
it doesn't matter.
We made it very clear.
So we
that
went to the district to get permission, but you guys didn't want to call the district.
Our family permits the leis. We gift the leis.
It's Hawaiian tradition to celebrate after the ceremony.
No, are you Hawaiian?
During the ceremony, all of us walked across with leis.
How many Hawaiians do you have in your family?
It takes us years to get these leis. We don't get these every graduation.
I'm so sorry, but we
You're not sorry. I don't want to hear sorry. I want my daughter to be on that field walking with her traditional garb like every one of my other family members in the past have graduated. That's what I want, because she deserved it.
We have other students that
Did they go to the district and ask for permission?
Well, he asked. He got to wear it when he graduated. He asked. He got to wear it when he graduated.
Every one of my
So
my
I don't
last
get
child.
it.
You don't have my permission to videotape me, so please stop videotaping.
Public school, it doesn't matter.
But I am saying
No, you don't.
have
Doesn't-
permission.
Okay, I won't videotape you. I'll videotape
It
her.
doesn't need permission.
But we'll hear you.
Okay, so the ceremony is going. We're just needing
I know
to
the
know what the
ceremony's going.
decision. What's the decision? For
Do you want to walk down there with your lays?
On that
You're going to
field.
walk.
I see people wearing their cultural banners and just like her whole.
I mean, you might as well tell Christian people not to wear a cross in the graduation.
It's just the simple flower lay and our
I know
flag.
what you're saying, Mijo, and it's a different principle from when
It's
you
not a
guys
principle.
when you guys.
This is a
graduated.
lifestyle. This is my culture.
None of the schools.
This is
in the
discrimination
district-
against my culture. I don't care what the other school is. This is this school. This is this district.
All of our schools have the same policy.
It's not, I don't care. Policy isn't law. Policy isn't right.
Can we make an
I had
This
Dr.
is a cultural. This is
I
a
had Dr.
cultural
Cook
thing.
on my side when I graduated last year, and he
Folks,
allowed me.
we're running out of time. Like Ms. Santana said, we need a decision for you.
Do you want to walk
Make
with
the
your lay?
decision.
Well, she's
He
made a
wants to walk
decision.
with his
She
legs.
wants to walk, she can't wear it. So it's up to you. If you want to walk, you do it, and then you can take this to the district.
It's going to the district.
However you want to do
It's
it.
going to the
You're running
district.
out of- I mean, they're going to start calling names in about 6 minutes. So what do you want to do?
Do the right thing and let her walk down there.
Sure, we're past that point.
said
So
that she-
We're not past that point. Go down there with your lays. Go down there with your lays. Let them tackle you. See what happens. Go down there with your lays,
Sir,
baby.
I'm sorry. We need you to be more level-headed.
No, I am level-headed.
Okay.
Go with your lays.
There's not really been much more updates post this clip since like a month ago. We do know that they were just escorted off the property and were pretty much told to come and collect her diploma on a later date, aka making sure that she wasn't allowed to partake in typical graduation practices with the rest of her cohort, which is just wild to me. Because I see this as a very simple thing. Like, I don't get why this is bad. I don't understand why you wouldn't be okay with them doing the traditional graduation thing along these lines. It's not going to harm anyone. It's not like other people are also doing the same thing of their following their own traditions and culture for how to do graduations. Like, in my graduation in 2018, which probably gives you a good side of my age if you can understand things, the school I went to, I think probably about 30% of it was Samoans. And, well, when it came graduation day, they had plenty of these. All of them had a lei and walked up there and graduated with a lei. And it was a really cool experience to see all these people like just being allowed to embrace their culture and sharing it with everyone else who was partaking that day. It was really cool. I genuinely, outside of discrimination or some stupid political thing, I don't get what is so wrong with doing this. Like, why refuse to let her do that? It's not going to hurt anyone. It legitimately is something that just confuses me on why. It makes no sense why this matters so much like this. You have to say, no, you can't do that. Because ultimately, this is just going to lead to these parents taking it further up the chain until they get what they want, because it is kind of stupid. But I suppose that's what it is. You've ruined someone's graduation for your own reason for something. I don't know. It's stupid, really. Here we drop in the middle of a customer arguing with the supposed manager of this store.
Equal rights.
Yeah, what does you
All right,
being
I'm
a
not here
woman
to
have
talk
to
about
do?
that. Here you go.
That's fine.
Here you go.
I like to speak to a manager.
I'm the manager. Here you go.
Okay, what is this?
Here you go.
What
this
is
the
it?
pamphlet. You can go ahead and file a claim. It don't come through us. It goes through a third-party company.
Okay, but
here
it
you go.
says on your paperwork.
I'm trying to take your information, but you sitting here trying to argue. If you came here to argue, that's not what we're about to do.
Ask you a
And I'm
simple
not about to
question.
sit here
You're
and argue
very
with you. You coming in
hostile.
here real aggressive. You a grown man.
I did
You
not
need to
come in
calm
here
your energy.
aggressive at all.
Yes, you are.
My
Here you go.
energy is very like.
Here you go, baby. Here.
That's fine. So on the paperwork it says to come in, immediately speak with y'all. So
let's talk.
and that's what I came here to do.
Okay,
But
so
you got
let's talk.
hostile because
Because
I
you're
asked
coming in
you
here questioning
if
me
your
about a
phone.
phone.
Right, because I
About
blew
a
you
phone.
up. What's
Sir.
wrong with me asking you that? Isn't your
Okay.
job customer service, not to have an attitude?
Okay.
Do you have a higher up?
Yeah, I do. I'm about
May I
to call him
speak
right
to
now
them,
for you.
please?
I got you. Can you please step out though, because you're making me uncomfortable.
I'll step
I don't
back.
feel safe. Thank you.
That's
I
fine.
don't
That's
feel
so
safe. Thank you,
dramatic,
sir.
bro.
Thank you, sir. You can go ahead and step out.
That's fine.
I don't feel safe.
That's fine.
I'm about to give you his number because I don't know who you're talking to.
Mm-hmm. Why you stepping
You're
towards
recording me? I need you to step out. All right, so let me call the police. Let me call the police.
They've been called on me multiple times.
I need you to step out.
Open the door.
I need you to, sir. I need you to step out, please.
No problem.
Thank you. Step out. All right, step out. Step out. Step out, please. Step out, please.
Personal opinion, there's not really much I can personally take away from this clip here, purely because we get dropped in the middle of whatever is happening here. We don't know what happened prior to this clip, and going off of the literal thousands of clips I've seen over the past few years of these type of situations, it is very likely that this guy did something to provoke her prior to pressing record. Now, it can be said that she should probably respond in a more respectful manner as a customer service person, but on the same note, she did a pretty reasonable thing here by saying, nope, stop, get out, leave, please. Like, she wasn't yelling at him or anything. She just decided to end the situation, ask him to get out of the store, and move on. This person gets their nails done at a nail salon. They're seeming to be happy with the nails at the time. They even leave a $10 tip on top of the usual payment. But they come back later with not only their sister, but their mother in tow to complain about the nails and attempt to get a refund. Here's the clip.
We're going to stop full payment. You're not going to get 1 penny. How's that?
We can call the Swedish bank
right now. Go on the bank.
You can call the bank whatever you want, but we say we don't do refund. You can sit down and we repair for you. Yes, you can call it.
We are stopping this right now.
But we can call the company. They said you can call the manager.
Yeah, you can call and do whatever you want.
So do the 25 refund and we'll take care of the rest later.
But 25 isn't even half because I had left a $10 tip.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Are you filming us? Hi. Here, let her film your nails. She's filming you. Look at the nails.
I record a video.
Yeah.
You see, I put on Facebook, don't worry.
Yeah,
we
look
don't
at
see
them. Would you pay $60 for these nails?
I mean, look at the edges and how
And I also want to say, for you to film us when we're speaking to you kindly is completely
That's why I say, how I sit down and he do repair
It's not even,
for you.
it's even stuck on my fingers. There are even dots under the lines.
Do you think they're good? Are you proud of them?
For me, I think it's good.
Look, I get the idea that you may have thought it was fine at the time, but when you had someone else double check over it, they might see problems that you didn't see, so I completely understand that part of it, but also at the same note, it sounds like the nail tech is very willing to do the repairs and fixes necessary to make you happy in this situation, and you're refusing to do so because it seems like you just want your money back and that's it. You actually don't care about the nails itself and things on those lines. Like, I will say this, I personally would never run a nail salon like this, so me saying this is probably redundant, but I mean, if I was to do something along these lines, I would be like, cool, if you want a refund, if you come to get nails done here, if you'd like to get a refund in the future, you'll have to have the nails removed on site before you get the refund. So you can't get away with getting free cool looking nails because no, you want the refund, they get taken off or they get undone, yada yada yada. Though those are probably real nails. I don't know enough about this stuff, leave me alone. The guy behind the camera here was sitting on the side of the road with his hazards lights on for some reason or another when this lady comes by recklessly driving and sideswipes the living hell out of their car. And I do say that because it's blown tires on both vehicles, done severe damage, etc, etc. Now here's what happens afterwards.
It's crazy.
You know how many people like just go away, don't get in trouble?
That's up to her. I don't suggest that myself. I said I don't suggest trying to drive away. I don't suggest that.
No, not me, but like me and you, like go, like I live right down the road. But I live with my dad.
You might want to call him.
For what?
Then you're not going to be able to drive home. How are you going to go anywhere from here? You can't drive that car. You try to drive that car like that, you're going to slide everywhere. You're not going to be able to drive it. This car is stuck where it sits.
So who's going to fix this shit for me? You have nobody to call? I do, but I don't want to do all this. The cops are going to come. My dad is going to kill me. You got so much going on right now. I don't want to do shit right now. If you drive it like...
Oh, honey, that's what you're supposed to do. As soon as you get into an accident, you're supposed to call the cops. Well, that I agree. That's for sure.
So what the is gonna happen when you know with the cops? What's gonna happen?
They're gonna make a report and that's it. Go hire two because you hit me. It's the same thing.
Call the damn cops. I'm telling you, I don't have the money to fix your car right now.
That's just crazy. Yeah, I would like to, but I can't drive that car now. I can't drive that one either. I gotta call Dana and tell her. Oh, you there, bitch. Shit, man. Shit. Tire marks everywhere. Bitch hit me while I'm on the side of the road. Parked with my hazards. Shit is crazy. Her car right up, hit me so hard that it blew the wheels off my car. God damn.
Additional piece of information coming from the comments of the TikTok of this original post here. Apparently, the lady did not have any insurance whatsoever, and it took over a year for him to get his car reimbursed. And furthermore on that, he's recently spotted this woman driving around in a new car about as recklessly as they were before, because apparently some people just don't learn from these type of things. It's wild to me. You do so bad at driving and you don't learn to get better when you get a new car. I suppose when you get a new car pretty easily like you supposedly did, you probably don't learn any good lessons there. We have an interesting situation where this lady has managed to sideswipe a parked car, and when gets confronted by the person whose car that she hit, rather than doing the usual of exchanging insurance information, she decides to call this person and do all these weird and wacky things.
Doesn't want to use insurance. Just hit my car. License plate.
That shit, your car was sticking out.
Doesn't matter, you hit it.
It doesn't matter.
How you gonna hit the car and say it was
recording?
sticking out? Yeah, yeah. Now you even more dumb.
You're a grown ass man over here recording young women. Grow up.
Doesn't matter.
Hey, so some guy's car was sticking out. I was driving and I hit his mirror. He's over here recording me, telling me that I'm gonna pay for his mirror. I'm on Myrtle by Pants Pantry. It's a Chevrolet Tahoe. His mirror, like I was driving down the street and his car was sticking out. So our mirror's hit and his glass is like out. I just didn't the mirror is not broken. It's still there. It just popped out. He said he wants to go through insurance. So he wants money. I don't know what he wants to do. He's over here not letting me go. I'm parked, I pulled over to put out my mirror out so I could drive, and then he pulled over and he's blocking me right now. No. 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 How much you want?
I don't even know. Like, you just start going crazy for nothing.
I started going crazy. You came at my face with a camera. I have two cameras to my face. You have a camera to my face? At my face. For what? For a mirror?
We didn't know.
Camera off and talk to me like a grown man.
I don't know why you talking like that, bro.
Oh, he's saying I don't know why I'm talking like that with the camera to my face, though.
Yeah, that's for both.
How much you want? How much you want? I'm trying to go. I have things to do, so.
She just doesn't want to go through insurance. She doesn't want her prices to go up because, you know, everyone acknowledges the fact if you hit a parked car, 99.999% of the time, it's your immediate fault because you hit a parked car. You hit a car that wasn't moving, wasn't going anywhere, sometimes doesn't even have a person in there. It's not that hard to, I don't know, see the parked car and not hit the damn thing. Or it was sticking out, you still hit the parked car. Yeah, okay, it's sticking out and parked a little whack, but not everyone's perfect. And yes, that can cause issues, but you know, it's a parked car. If you're paying enough attention to the road, you should be able to see that issue's coming up in front of you and, you know, avoid it, unless you're too impatient to do that, or you're not actually paying attention to how you're driving. I don't know.